Hello and welcome to our Vlandian Night adventures. And in the previous episode, we had our first champion rise from the proverbial ashes of my ineptitude, and we were able to acquire someone pretty good. And I think what we're going to do is I'm actually going to, when he levels up, that is, I'm actually going to be giving him some additional crossbow skill. Because here's the thing. I think in general, if we're going to be participating in sieges, which I think eventually we will definitely be doing, then it would probably be a nice idea for me to try and get him some ranged attack anyway. So I'm going to try and get him some crossbow skill as well, at least a little bit of a focus in that. But of course, as I am playing a Vlandian Knight archetype, I kind of wanted to sort of stick with that theme with my companions as well. And in general, I think what we're going to do is just literally just that, where we'll try to keep our companions in a relatively similar form to ourselves. Of course, that might not happen most of the time, dependent on what kind of companions we get, because let's face it, I have no idea. You know, any of these guys could literally level up into pretty much anything, I think. I mean, I think there's probably a set kind of class that they can become, because obviously I think that Thorgood actually leveled up from a boar veteran, and boar veterans are pretty good at crossbows, and they're pretty good at one-handed and being on foot, and that's pretty much it. So generally, I think that that is what we're going to have to take into account when other people level up as well. And look at that. We just gained so many skill points in leadership and tactics and things like that. And we also gained a little bit for Thorgood as well, as you can see right there. So that's pretty nice. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. We actually did gain a bunch of a bunch of different trait points here. Increases your thrust damage with polearms by 10%, and infantry troops in the formation you are leading have plus 30 to their polearm skills, or increases your swing speed with polearms by 5%, and infantry in the formation you're leading increase their swing speed by 2%. Personally, I don't think I need thrust damage. I think this is basically pointless, because if I'm going to be doing couch lancing or even regular thrusting with a spear or a polearm of some kind, I'm most likely going to kill someone anyway. If I don't kill them, I will do massive damage as it is. So I think we're going to go for swing speed, because swing speed in general, in my opinion at least, is king in most situations. Because if I'm on foot, I'm probably not going to be using the thrusting attack, and instead I'm going to be using the, the slashing attack, or I'll try to switch to a polearm that has a slashing ability. Anyway, here we go. We now have leadership, additional 20 morale at the beginning of the battle when you are attacking. I'm actually going to go for defense, because anytime I'm defending, I need that additional morale, because otherwise we're going to be in hot water very, very fast indeed. Okay, so 20% chance to avoid persuasion critical failure, or 10% better chance for a double persuasion success. Personally, I think that this is better. 10% better chance for double persuasion success, because I haven't really seen a huge amount of persuasion critical failure, so I'm going to go for meaningful favors once again. It always seems to be really good for us. Increase relationship gain with the same gender, that is what we're going to take, because most of the time we will be interacting with other male vassals and stuff like that. Someone actually mentioned that I should probably level up one-handed or two-handed weapon proficiency, and that is true. I definitely should go for one of these, because polearms are not going to be the only thing I'll end up using in the end. So I'm thinking we might go for scouting. Scouting at the moment is not really leveling up at all, hilariously enough, even though we do have a pretty decent amount of learning rate on it. Not too sure what's happening with that. Athletics could also be something, but again, we have a pretty decent learning rate on it, because I have 9 endurance already. So I think I'll just increase my one-handed weapon proficiency, and we'll go for a little bit more in social. As I've said before, we want to try and maximize the amount of charm skill that we have. That also reminds me to maybe spec a little bit into medicine as well. it might very well be that medicine is going to be something that we will have to focus on ourselves rather than having our companions do that or something like that. Okay, so we have deserters coming in. Okay, so this is really, really lucrative for a variety of different reasons. This guy has a massive amount of influence in this area, and I would very much like to try to get his relation up with us a little bit further. As you can see, this is going to be a pretty simple victory for us. However, we are now fighting against Sea Raider bandits rather than forest bandits. So it might very well be that this is going to be a bit more difficult than we are used to. I'm going to switch to this weapon, and I'm going to keep my shield out until we get within range. Then I'll switch out my shield and go for some thrusting, actually my slashing abilities. I'll try to do a little bit of that. And I think what we're going to do as well is we're just basically going to charge everyone in straight away. We're pretty much just going to go very hard against them really, really quickly. Ah, yeah, that was not a good slash. That was not a good slash whatsoever. Hopefully I'll be able to go around and then... Yeah, there we go. Got him. Nice. See, now that is exactly what I'm talking about. Swing speed, in my opinion, is going to be so much more important than thrusting damage, because we're already doing a massive amount of damage. I mean, I know that I'm actually slashing at the moment, but if you can imagine these damage numbers as thrusting, I'm still killing everything in pretty much one hit. So having that additional thrusting damage is really not going to make any difference, especially when couching as well. I mean, couching, why? Why do you need 10% additional thrusting when you're couching and you do like 500 damage? Who's going to survive that? Not really anyone, right? Not really anyone. So that's the general thought process that I have when choosing traits and things. Anyway, there you go. There's a pretty decent amount of renown and influence and things like that. Oh, we also get a decent amount of prisoners too. I'm actually over my my prisoner limit. I should probably go and see if I can maybe sell some of them. And we do need to go and speak to this guy. And there we go. I've actually gained a level as well. Okay, thanks. Well, this will come in handy. I'm definitely going to be doing that. And there's actually another quest here as well. Family Feud. Get out of here. Get out of here, Family Feud. Yeah, I'm going to do them. Don't worry. I'm going to do the Family Feud quests, but I might do them off screen or something like that because I don't really want to... Well, let's just say I don't really want to annoy everyone with my potential failure because, let's face it, I am pretty awful at them. Now that we know what to do a little bit better, it's not too bad, but still. Anyway, there you go. We're actually selling things for a pretty decent amount of cash right here as well. Very much liking that. And let's get these guys leveled up. I'm actually going to turn them into... Wait a minute. Let's actually have a look here real quick. Yes, into brigands. They are the way to go. And we are going to need some new horses. Some new horses are going to be very important. Also, recruiting mercenary crossbowmen might actually be kind of useful, but I think for the moment, not really necessary. So let's go and sell these things. We'll sell these things. Another 2,000. Nice. Looking forward to that. And let's get some grain. I'm actually going to get quite a bit of it. We've got to be a bit careful, though. Yeah, I guess we'll do something like that, and then I will go and maybe try to get some horses. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If you want to buy horses, it is highly recommended not to go to Vlandia. Vlandia always, for some reason, has a shortage of horses, mainly because I would assume their units are all pretty much cavalry-focused, and most of them are going to be kind of difficult to... kind of get working, if you know what I mean. So what I'm also going to do here is, once again, we're just going to go here and we're going to do a little bit of smelting, and then we're going to do some breaking down. There we go. Nice. And Thorgood could actually be our smith, to be honest. I feel like he's pretty good. He seems to be pretty good at it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go for making raw materials. I don't really care about new designs at this point. If you want to see a smithing series, there is a link in the description to that. And yeah, I actually realized that I have spec'd him into throwing now, but he does have 100 in throwing, which I thought was actually pretty good. But well, we'll see. I mean, maybe I can respec him as well. That might make some sense. Anyway, let's just go for a little bit more in control here as well. And we should probably give him a crossbow too. Didn't I? Yeah, we should probably give him a crossbow, which I actually sold already, didn't I? Yes, I actually already sold that. That is not too big a deal. We can get that back relatively quickly and easily, so I don't think that's too bad. Otherwise, let's go into the village here and just recruit some more units. I think I have a pretty sizable army size. Yes, 115 no less. That's actually pretty significant. Anyway, what we're going to do, there is actually a tournament going on here. Do you want to see another tournament? I don't know whether to show the tournaments any further because, let's face it, it's either we're going to win very easily or we're going to lose in the first round. So I don't know whether that's riveting entertainment for you. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Well, let's actually just have a quick look here. Just going to recruit some prisoners and things. I'm just going to restore myself a little bit before we actually head in here. Now, my main plan is to go over to the Sturgians and to try and raid some of their villages. Like, for example, this one. This is a perfect village to raid because it is a... Oh, never mind. We actually just took that. Okay. I was going to say it's perfect village to raid because there are horses available as the resource there, which is exactly what we wanted. So, well, we'll have to do something about that. No, we'll find somewhere. Don't worry about that. We will definitely find somewhere. So let's have a look. Is Thorgood actually in here? Oh, he's on my team. He's on my team. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, so I have a one-handed. I do have some focus points in this now, so I should level up relatively quickly. And, yeah, get him. Get that guy. Get it. Oh, yeah. Nice damage. Oh, no. He's dead. Belgium. This is Belgium. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, he doesn't do that much damage. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so now I'm actually up against... Oh, dear. Oh, nice. Okay, good. He left himself wide open, and he... How did they win? How did they win over there? They were literally a militia and a merchant or something like that? How did they win that? I have no idea. Anyway, we're through with Mr. Thorgood here once again. Let me see if I can... Oh, nice damage. Hit him in the arm, though. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here. Oh, really wanted to hit this guy. Pretty badly, actually. Nice. In the shoulder. He's dead. Oh, yeah. I'm not... It's funny how, like, either good I am with the crossbow or just utterly terrible. It's either one of those. You know, it is 100 or nothing. This is hilarious, though. Watching everyone just go poke at each other. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm hitting a lot of horses right now, but not much else, which isn't exactly great. Okay, well, never mind. I do have a one-handed, so I might as well make good use of it. We are actually up against a Vlandian vanguard right here, and if we can achieve victory, we will not have to fight him in the final round, which is actually pretty good. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit, sir. That is just a malicious spearman. Actually kind of surprised that he did so much damage. But I guess spearman on a horse kind of makes sense. All right, so it's a one-handed versus one-handed round here. Thorgood is just running in like an absolute monster. And he's dead already. Which is not exactly great. But thankfully, because I'm dealing with traders here, I really don't have to worry. Now we're actually up against Thorgood himself in the final round. I mean, who would have expected it? Probably everyone. Let's face it. Do I have any ranged weapons? No. I kind of wanted to use my crossbow against him. Yeah, if there was one, that is. Okay, careful. Nice. Oh, easy. Easy. Aren't you easy, sir? Yes. He can't hear me. He's unconscious. Don't worry about it. Okay, so there you go. We gain another 5,000. That's pretty good. And we also gain a helmet. It might actually be decent for him. Let's actually just take a quick look and see. It might be better? No, it's not. It's not actually better than what he has. Okay, interesting. I guess we'll just head onward then, and I'd actually like to buy some horses as soon as possible. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing, I suppose. We will probably have to go over there. Oh, I could actually... I might be able to get this castle. What do you bet? Should I try and get this castle, guys? Maybe? Oh, yeah. They actually gave it to me. I can't believe it. Okay, they actually gave it to me. Pretty cool. I only had to spend 20 influence or so, which is not particularly bad. And, well, I'm going to head over there as soon as possible and try and build it up a little bit. And that is dramatically going to increase the amount of money we can make per day as well. Because, of course, oh, we have to worry about the garrison now as well. Yes, party wages of the garrison are just draining us like no one's business. And it seems like it's not even giving me any money. Do you see that? Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, I don't need the improved garrisons tutorial. I already know what to do with the improved garrisons. But it's actually very cool that the mod puts in a tutorial for people that don't know how to really make it work. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, yes, building walls, that is fantastic. What we're going to do, though, is I'm actually going to put in about 5,000 here just to try and improve the speed that we are able to upgrade our little buildings here. And I'm going to go for prosperity, I guess. Doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. All right, so let's do a little bit of recruiting here. Oh, okay, this is actually kind of interesting. This is a new version of improved garrisons, and there's a huge amount more options than there were beforehand. So let's recruit from the region. Set the amount of recruits the recruiter should recruit before returning. I don't know. 15? Vlandia? Garrison. Oh, I can give him troops. I can actually, I see. I can actually give him troops from the garrison itself. This is actually kind of interesting. I was not anticipating this. Okay, so I guess what I'll do is I'll give him some footmen. Give him some crossbowmen, give him some infantry, some spearmen, and a hired blade, and that will be enough. How about that? Is he going to now run away and come back, or is he just going to go? Yeah, okay, so hopefully he won't get killed. He's moving extremely slowly. I'm actually kind of worried about him now. I thought that maybe it would be a little bit different, but we're going to start training some troops here. We're going to set the training path, and we're going to specify the troops to upgrade. So we're going to go for cavalry, of course, and we're going to go for Vlandia, and we're going to try and get, well, not banner knights. Is it vanguards? I think it's vanguards. Let me actually just have a quick look here. So Vlandia, I don't really care what I look at. I just need to see, yeah, vanguards. Yeah, vanguards are perfect. Okay. So that is good. So that has already been done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to tier 4. And then the trainer will basically advance everything to tier 4. And then he'll just leave them there, which I think is pretty good. I can compose my army. Oh, look at this. First add training paths. Okay. No, I'm pretty happy with this. You have training templates as well. Oh my. There's a lot. No wonder they added a tutorial. Really. No wonder they did. That is actually crazy. Look at this. You can actually copy the settings to all of your towns and all of your castles as well. That is so nice. The quality of life improvements here. Just insane. Really, really nice. Okay, so otherwise, what we can do is we can now place these guys in the garrison here. I'm going to take out a whole bunch of Landian sharpshooters as well, because we might want to utilize them where we're going, because obviously we are going to war. Yes, we are going to war in just a second. So I think this is pretty good. I have quite, well, somewhat depleted the garrison at Nevyank's castle, so it might be a bit problematic, but I would like to fight these looters if at all possible, maybe increase our relation in the area, and then maybe also be able to go over to that nearby village and buy some grain, because I am going to need some. I think I will definitely need some more mules and some more sumpter horses as well. It seems to me like I'm running out of food very, very quickly now that I have increased my party size by almost double. So do bear that in mind. Let's go for a nice couch lance to start this off, and boom, damage. That's what we like to see. Now, if I can maybe do a little bit of thrusting here, I might be able to increase my riding skill a little bit. Yeah, maybe I should go for the little slashing polearm. Oh yeah, someone actually mentioned that I should maybe go for the War Razor again, and I'm thinking maybe yes. I really like the War Razor, and the War Razor really likes me, I think. Maybe. Does it? I'm not entirely sure, but it is a fantastic weapon. It is an absolutely fantastic weapon, so I would love to be able to get it again. It is just... it's crazy. If you don't know anything about it, it has a massive reach, and it is a slashing polearm. So you basically use it on horseback, and you can literally slash from... how big is this one? It's not that big, is it? It's not that long. So in comparison, the War Razor is about 40, maybe even 50% larger than the weapon that I'm currently using. So if you can imagine that, that's pretty insane, you know? That's pretty insane. Okay, so I'm just going to take all the loot, and I can now actually go over here and buy some horses. And there we go. Look at this. Reputation is increased with nearby notables. We gain a skill point and everything. We gain a whole bunch of skill points and stuff. And we also now have nearby a village with a bunch of horses here. Now, I'm just going to sell the things that I gained as well, because obviously I should probably do that if I want to buy... Oh, an Imperial Charger for such a cheap amount? What? These things are really cheap. What's going on here? This is kind of crazy. Okay, so what we also want to do probably is sell our fine steel and wrought iron and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to be selling that right here just to reduce the cost that we're currently having. And there you go. We're only going to be paying about that. I actually have some crude iron here as well, which I could probably utilize too. And there you go. So I only paid 138 for a huge amount of horses and everything. And it seems like we are now at war against the Northern Empire. Okay, that's going to be kind of interesting because the Northern Empire in general, as you can quite clearly tell, are pretty close by. And most of their vassals are open to joining other factions without requiring anything from you in many ways. So it is actually very lucrative for us to potentially try and get into a conversation with some of them. So I'm thinking we'll try to do that. Let's have a look here. I've leveled up again. Okay, so let's have a look. Shield bashes now deal 50% more damage. And stun your enemy for longer, and infantry troops take 4% less melee damage when in shield wall formation. That's actually really nice. However, I am actually going to be taking deflect because being able to have your handling increased by 20%, in my opinion, is much better. So I'm going to be taking that, and I should really spec into medicine. I'm going to spec into medicine, and we're going to take a little bit of intelligence as well, because let's face it, if I'm not going to find a medicinal companion, we're probably going to need to, cover that ourselves. And we're now going to start moving on over. Let's start to move on over to Northern Empire territory. Maybe we can actually do something. It would be quite fun. Okay, so there you go. That's a level up, and that's a level up into Vlandian Champion. Okay, that's good. Very nice indeed. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, wait. Look at this. Look at this. This village also has horses available. Oh, they're super cheap. What? They are so cheap. Okay, I like it. I think I'm gonna buy quite a bit of... Okay, apparently I bought all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna buy all of them. It's really stupid of me to do that, actually. And I would highly recommend not doing what I've just done. But I kind of am a bit starved for horses at the moment, so I kind of wanted to try and do that. And also, it is going to increase the speed of our army as a whole. And unfortunately, we now only have 1,275 in cash, which is really bad. Okay, maybe we want to... You know what? I'm actually going to go and do a tournament at Sionen, just very quickly, because I'm about to become bankrupt. And it would probably be a good idea for me to try and rectify this issue relatively quickly, because otherwise we're going to have some problems. Okay, so let's go in here. This is going to be a very quick tournament, in my opinion. If they give me two-handed weapons, I should be able to go full on and basically just murder everything that I can. Oh no. They gave me a two-handed, but it was not the two-handed that I wanted. I actually wanted to have a two-handed sword of some kind. I'm not very good with two-handed axes, although I was able to kill this guy, and I was able to do massive damage. Yeah, get him. Yeah. Get him. Okay, now that guy's got a two-handed sword. You see that? And now I'm dead. You see that? That's exactly what happens. Are we done? No, I'm through. Whew. Okay, you see, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. Usually tournaments, I either win every single round, not too badly, you know, or I get killed in the first round, and then it's either I'm eliminated or it's like this, and we actually get through, which is crazy. Okay, I have no more money, by the way. So, oh. What? Why did they spawn me right next to the guy? I basically just about got into the game before he started attacking me. That's crazy. Okay, so we're actually up against a Vlandian. Oh no. Okay, we're against the Vlandian champion. Yeah. No. Okay, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh, going full offense actually did give us the victory. Whew. Okay. Calm yourself. I will be calm now. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, you can't do anything. Saplings are really good as archers, but they're not going to be that good in melee range, even though I have a very small amount. Okay, look at this. Ah, look at this guy. He actually sent me a small pouch of gold to congratulate me on my victory. I believe that is actually one of my mods. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually neglected to mention this earlier on in the episode, but if you would like to check out the mods I'm using, I believe I actually mentioned this in previous episodes as well, but maybe some people missed it. Anyway, if you did miss it, my mod list is in the description, but some of the previous episodes might have outdated descriptions because I actually, in the previous one, added in ModLib and Bannerlord Tweaks. Those are the two additional mods that I added in once some people in the comments had told me how to fix the crash on startup problem, which is indeed the load order. Load order is very important. Bear that in mind. So if you're having problems with crashing on startup or anything like that, check out your load order. Make sure that everything is loading as you think it should. So for example, diplomacy fixes, if you're using the same kind of mods that I am, diplomacy fixes should be loaded after Bannerlord Tweaks. I know it sounds a bit weird because Bannerlord Tweaks usually should be loaded after everything else, but diplomacy fixes needs to be loaded after Bannerlord Tweaks if you're using the same mod list that I am. Anyway, let's take a look here. Two-handed weapons you wield have 10% better handling, increase your damage against shields with two-handed weapons by 30%, increase their damage against shields. Personally, I think the handling is good, so I'm going to go for the handling. I think being able to use your weapon just that much faster, I think, is a really good idea. We've leveled up again, so I'm going to increase my intelligence and increase my medicinal skills once more, and we now have 3,400 gold. So I should be okay for a little bit of time, so that we might actually be able to get either a raid going on, or we might very well be able to speak to an enemy vassal and maybe try to persuade them to join us. And so, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.